Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my May empties and the update for my monthly low buy. It's been a pretty good month, but there's always something to talk about, so let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about the product I finished this morning. That's this guy right here. This is the L'Oreal Magic Root Rescue 10-minute root coloring kit. I curled my hair. I was so excited to have some color back in my hair. So this one is in 5A. It matches medium ash brown shades. Obviously, I have purple hair right now, but my roots were about this long after, being quarantined for as long as we've been all quarantined for, and my roots are still brown. So I actually feel like this was a pretty good color match, and I feel like this product worked really well. It was so easy. It comes with this brush tip applicator, which is perfect if you're somebody like me and you don't have a lot of supplies at home for hair coloring. I did receive this from Influencer, by the way, for review purposes. There is no way I would have tried this on my own had I not received it for free, but now that I have, I found it to be so easy. And if I'm ever quarantined for 3 months again, I would totally buy this and do this. Hopefully I won't have to, because I really like my hairstylist and I really like going there every 9 weeks without fail. So that's the plan. If they had a shade of purple, which I don't think they do, I would buy purple and use it for touch-ups at home in the meantime, but they had brown and I actually think it worked out really well. I felt like such a new person when I got out of the shower and washed this out of my hair that I went ahead and curled it so that I could look like I was going out for a night on the town, which I am not, but this really helped me feel so much more me than I had been feeling for the last week or so. So really like this product. It worked. If you need to touch up your roots in between your hair appointments, you might want to look into this because it was really good if you can find a color that matches you. So this is my first empty for the month. Another atypical kind of empty for me is this essential oil from the brand Now. This is 100% pure geranium. I use these on my dryer balls. I use dryer balls instead of dryer sheets, and I use this to scent them so that it freshens up my laundry and gives it a nice clean scent. Unfortunately, I was not crazy about the geranium scent. It wasn't horrible, but it's certainly something I would not rebuy. It smells very earthy, and I knew that when I was buying it, but the health food store where I buy these from smells earthy from the second you walk in. So it's sometimes hard to properly smell what I'm smelling inside the store because I'm just inundated with scents when I walk into the health food store. But yeah, I would not rebuy this scent again. I've moved on to something else. Okay, products for the body. I finally finished my gigantic container of Olay. This is a body wash. I am so excited. I've had this forever. I bought this at Costco a million years ago and then I hoarded it. Ironically, at the time that I bought this, I was not consistently using body washes at all. I was still using bar soap to wash myself. So why would I buy like a 2-pack of this? I don't know, but I didn't use it for a very long time. And then when I started project panning, I was kind of intimidated by the size of this container. I thought, this is going to take me a whole year. It's huge. Well, it only took me 5 months. And part of the reason is that this does not suds up at all. So I felt like I had to use a lot more than I would with my regular sudsy kind of body wash. Like right now I'm back to using a Bath & Body Works body wash, and I'm using like a third of the amount that I used per shower for this one. I just needed so much more to feel clean. I would not repurchase. I also finished the same exact sample. This is the Olay body wash right here. This is for dry skin particularly though. I don't know. Either way, they're gone. I'm not gonna repurchase this. My plan is to not use body wash anymore anyways. I'm switching to bar soap again once I've used the stash of body washes that I have. One, because I'm just a basic girl who's looking for a simple solution to wash themselves, and there's nothing simpler than bar soap. It is literally as simple as it gets. But also because I'm trying to avoid contributing to buying anything that's in a plastic container. I am by no means 100% plastic free, but every little category that I can remove the plastic that I'm buying regularly is a win, and this is a category I could definitely eliminate my consumption of plastic in. So I'm going back to bar soap once all my body washes are gone, and getting this gigantic thing out of my stash, out of my home, out of my inventory is a win. A couple more body care items. I finished off another Native deodorant. This is in the scent coconut and vanilla. It's paraben free, it's aluminum free, and it will keep you fresh longer, I'm not gonna say all day, but longer than every natural deodorant I've tried before. A while back, I had tried some natural deodorants that I had been asked to review from Influencer, and they are literally the worst natural deodorant ever. But because I bought 3 of them, it was a discounted price. There was a good coupon for them, but I still bought 3 of them. I've still been hoarding them, even though they're the worst deodorants ever. And after finishing this, and because we're in quarantine, I was like, who cares if I stink after a few hours? Like, nobody smells me. I literally don't go anywhere, so I might as well use those crappy deodorants up, you know, now that nobody's smelling me. So I've gone back to those deodorants, and oh my gosh, it just has really hit home how good Native is. I would recommend it to anybody. If you are looking for a natural aluminum-free deodorant, try this brand. It is the best. The other popular natural deodorant is called Schmidt's. Is that what it's called? I think it's called Schmidt's deodorant. That one gives me a rash about halfway through the tube, and that rash hurts and burns and itches. I don't know what is in the deodorant that causes that, but I've been through 3 or 4 of these and I've had no side effects whatsoever. It's such a good deodorant. And I finished a little bitty sample of body lotion. This is OPI's Avo Juice Cran and Berry Hand and Body Lotion. So happy to have this gone and used up and out of my stash. It's a win. Next, let's move on to the products that I put on my face. Well, kind of. The first empty I have is this Neutrogena cleansing towelettes. I did not use this on my face at all. I use these to clean up swatches when I do videos that involve swatches. That's the only reason I have these at all. And I didn't buy these, they were given to me. So I'm really happy to have them gone. These packs of moist towelettes always dry up before I've been able to finish the package because of the way that I use them. And then I just have to wet them with like water under the sink to rehydrate them, and whatever's in there then becomes diluted. So it's just ridiculous. I don't need it. I would not repurchase these, but since I have them, I am using them up to clean up swatches when I swatch makeup. So happy to have this gone. I have a sample of Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion. This is a fabulous face scrub. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites. If I had to put it in my top 3, this would be in there. Another favorite of mine is the Exfoliate and the discontinued Burt's Bees facial scrub that I'm just devastated is not around anymore. But those 3 are my all-time favorite face scrubs, and yeah. I popped this in the shower and finished it off pretty quickly. There was hardly any product in it, to be honest, and it was a little disappointing, but it was a free sample, so what am I gonna do? I finished these 2 Drunk Elephant minis. These came in a set called the Littles. This is the Be Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum, and this is the Virgin Marula Facial Oil. I often put these 2 together, like a pump of each in my hand, and more them that way. I liked them both. After trying a variety of Drunk Elephant products, I don't know if I'm impressed enough by any of them to spend Drunk Elephant money to repurchase any of them. I kind of feel like I'm finding some really good stuff at a much lower price. So I'm really glad that set was available. I'm really glad I had a chance to try these out. I think they're good, but like the Physicians Argan Oil, I feel like it did just as much as this did. And I don't know if I have a serum that's comparable to this, but I bought a new serum and it wasn't this one. I'll be talking about it in a little while. So I don't know. None of the Drunk Elephant products left me with such a good impression that I'm ready to forget other cheaper products and spend Drunk Elephant money on these. Okay, let's move on to makeup. I have 5 items in front of me. None of them are all that exciting, but it's still good to get them out. The first two are mascaras. This one is the Maybelline Mega Plush Volume Express Waterproof. I did not like this. This was a hand-me-down from a friend who used it once and didn't like it. She gave it to me and I've been using it for a few months. The wand of this mascara, I have no idea if this mascara is still available or not, but the wand looks like this. And I don't know if you could see that little notch in it, but it made it kind of wobbly. Can you see how bendy it is? And I didn't like that at all. I don't want a wobbly brush. I want a really stiff brush that I can like get through my lashes, you know, and I don't want it like bending while I'm trying to get it through my lashes. This also, the shape of the wand kind of looks like a triangle. I don't know if you could see it, but it's kind of a triangular shaped wand with natural hair bristles. I did not mind the wand. I just thought it was too bendy and I didn't like the bendy part. And at the end of the day, after I applied it, I didn't think my lashes looked that impressive. So the way I always use this was in conjunction with like 3 other mascaras, because there's no way I would wear this on its own. I didn't think it did nearly enough to my lashes on its own. So glad to have it gone. I don't know how long I've been using it, but I'm glad to have it gone. And I have a whole video on wands for wildlife. I save all the wands from these mascaras and collect them and wash them and clean them and send them to a place called Wands for Wildlife. They use these old mascara wands to clean the fur of animals that they're rescuing and fostering. So that's what I do with my mascara wands. It doesn't come up very often because I use mascara forever before I decide it's done, but here's one. And here's another one. This is the apparently L'Oreal Power Volume Collagen Waterproof. I did not find the word L'Oreal anywhere on this bottle, which is why I said apparent. I think I said the word apparently. But you guys are the ones who told me this is L'Oreal, because I had no idea who made this mascara. This is a great mascara. Again, I have no idea if this is still available. I have 50 other mascaras to get through before I even need to think about purchasing a mascara, but this was good. I really like this. It volumized, it lengthened, it did everything I want a mascara to do, and I kept this in rotation for forever because it just kept going and going and going and going. And just in the last month or two, I realized it was finally getting empty and used up. I finished the sample foundation from Clinique. This is in the shade Linen. The first time I tried the sample, I thought this was one of the most amazing foundations I'd ever tried. But as I was working on this tube lately, I was not as impressed with this foundation as I initially was. It didn't make my skin look as amazing as I remembered it doing. So I have taken this off of my loves list, and I do not plan to repurchase this at this point. I think there are other foundations that work better for me than this one, but I'm really glad I had the sample to discover that. I find that samples more often than not help me decide what I don't want to buy than what I do want to buy, but the shade Linen was a little bit yellow for me, and this is considered a neutral shade too, so that's interesting. I would probably have to go with a cool shade in this color rather than neutral, and usually I can wear neutral foundations and they work fine for me, but this came off a little bit yellow. I finished my concealer, my Rimmel Hide the Blemish concealer. Even as recently as a couple days ago, I was still using this concealer by taking my finger and swiping it in here and applying it with my finger. I'm still considering digging the product out, but I have plenty of concealers to get to. I don't need to use every last drop of this, but it's just a really good concealer. I have started working on another one that I'm supposed to be finishing in a project as well, and I need to get going on it, but this is really good. I would probably not consider repurchasing it. My holy grail under eye mascara is the Maybelline Age Rewind in the brightening or the neutralizing shades, the yellow and the pink ones. Those are holy grail. This one was good, but not as good. I absolutely had to set this with a powder because it would crease, but it was good. I have too many concealers, so finishing a concealer is really wonderful news. And finally, I have my ColourPop Brow Boss Brow Gel. I'm finally calling it done. I've been just swirling this around the sides, trying to get every last drop out. I haven't taken the stopper out. Maybe I should try that and see if I can get any more product out. I'm sure I will. I really like this brow gel so much, and as a lot of you guys know, I received an Anastasia Beverly Hills Vox Box from Influencer, and in that came the Holy Grail ABH Clear Brow Gel that has been raved about on YouTube for years and years and years. I'd never tried it before, and the two thoughts that kept running through my head as I was using that brow gel was, one, the wand is way too big. It's like a regular mascara size wand, and this wand just is so much better for me. I like this wand. It's good. And two, like, this is just as good of a brow gel as the ABH one, and it's like $7 or $6 or something. Like, why would I spend ABH money on their brow gel when I could get this one for so much cheaper? So, yeah, that's all I could think about while I was working on that brow gel. But I will switch to that brow gel and use it every day now because this one is officially gone. Alrighty, those are all of my empties for the month. Let's move on to the discussion about my low buy update. As of last month, I was still in the hole for my low buy. I was in the hole by 7 credits. I've been trying to dig myself out of a hole for how long? How many months have I been in the hole? 1, 2, 5 months. I've been in the hole for my low buy for 5 months now, which is really annoying, especially since I don't feel like I've been buying a lot of stuff. Like, I feel like I've been a good girl, and yet I've been in the hole for 5 months. Luckily, again, my head is still so far in the sand. I don't even know what's out there, so I don't even know what I'm missing, and it's been working for me. I've really been appreciating what I do have and enjoying the makeup that I have and finding ways to create looks that I love. And I have a ton of makeup, so it hasn't been that hard for me, despite the fact that previously it was. The one almost impulse buy that really hit me hard for a couple of days was like a dip nail, you know, those nail polish dipping powders that are becoming more and more popular. I started looking into dipping powders, and I found this huge set on a website for like $250, and you could get like 8 colors. It was a whole starter kit for dipping, and all of a sudden I thought, that's good. I think I could do that. And if that really stays on my nails for a week or 2 weeks, maybe I'll switch to that. And for like 3 days, I was really like laser beam focused in on this idea that I should buy a manicure dip set for home. And finally I snapped out of it and was like, what? No, you should not buy that. You have a lot of nail polish. You should not buy that. But the problem is I haven't felt like I could paint my nails lately because I think the two main factors are that I'm not going to work anymore, and I'm doing the dishes now every day myself, which I don't mind doing. I kind of like doing the dishes, but it's a manicure killer, and I don't have the time to paint my nails like every day or every other day. I want my manicure to last like 3-4 days, and if I'm doing the dishes every single day or 2 or 3 times a day, my manicure is not going to last. So I've just basically stopped painting my nails altogether. So until I figure out what I'm gonna do, I do not need to buy anything, but it was very impulsive. I almost bought it. I'm glad I didn't, as of right now, I'm really glad I didn't, but I almost bought a huge set of dip powders for manicures. So let's talk about the empties that I have for this month that I can count towards my low buy bank. Obviously this guy's gonna count. I feel like I should get 2 points for him, but I'm gonna give myself a point for this one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to go ahead and give myself a half a point for this foundation sample. It was not easy to get through. It took a while. So I'm going to give myself a half point for that as well. So that gives me 6.5 points towards my low buy bank. Good news, I'm only a half a point away from breaking even with my low buy bank. The problem is I bought some stuff. You guys know the Sephora sale went on, and I had a $100 gift card to Sephora. So all of this ended up only costing me about $10, and it's all what I would consider a pretty practical purchase, but it is going to count against my low buy bank because rules are rules. So I ended up purchasing this Kate Somerville set. Both of these are the Daily Foaming Face Wash cleansers. I love this cleanser. I like it a lot. This one is the full size. This is the free sample, or it's like a deluxe sample size, but this bundle was discounted, so I bought this. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but this is going to count against my Low Buy bank. This one's not. I bought another face wash. I might have overdone it on face washes, but that's something I actually go through and use up, and it seemed practical. So this is the Origins Checks and Balances Frothy Face Wash. Here it is right here. Origins is not cruelty-free, which is my only regret about this purchase, but the word frothy kind of got me. I'm not gonna lie. I want a frothy face wash, and I heard from somebody, maybe Samantha Ravendall, that this is gentle and nice. I think she said it smells nice. Yeah, I think she said it was kind of minty, and it is. Yeah, I think I bought this on the recommendation of Samantha Ravendall. I regret that it's not cruelty-free, so I do kind of regret purchasing it because I am trying to be mindful. Although I am not officially cruelty-free, I'm trying to be mindful of my purchases and which ones are cruelty-free. So I feel a little bit bad about this one, but I bought this. I'm also on my last serum, which is on its last leg. So I finally tried a serum from The Ordinary. This is Buffet Multi-Technology Peptide Serum. It's a little bit more expensive than some of the other serums that Ordinary sells, but it also combines some of the ingredients of the other serums that The Ordinary sells. So I figured, well, I could buy several of those serums or this one and it'll do it all. So that's what I did. Here it is right here. This is going to count against my Low Buy bank by 1 point. In that purchase, I got a sample of Green Clean by Pharmacy. This is a Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. Really excited to try this. I don't know when I'm gonna get around to it because you guys know I'm working on that Pond's Cold Cream, but I got a couple samples. This I did not ask for. They just threw it in there. This one I did ask for. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So I'm excited to try that. And the last thing that's come into my stash is this Gold Bond Neck and Chest Age Defense Cream. This is another product that I received from Influencer for review purposes. I thought this was good. It has a nice smell. If you really smell closely, you can get that sunscreen smell, but it also has like a floral smell on top of it that's very nice, very subtle, not annoying at all. It just kind of helps mask the sunscreen smell if you don't like that smell. I also thought it worked pretty good. I put it on the other day and was outside for hours, no sunburn, nothing. It worked good. I put it on my chest, my neck, and my shoulders because I wear sunscreen on my face every single day, but I'm not very good about applying sunscreen to everything else. And sometimes I'll be outside, I'll be doing stuff, and I'll realize like it's hot out and I'm exposed and I don't have anything on my skin. So I'm really glad they sent this to me and I can use this, and maybe I'll keep it in my purse or the car so that I have it on hand when I'm in those situations. And I realize I wasn't covered. Every time I go to the beach or the pool, I think to put on sunscreen. Every time I go to the zoo or Great America, I think to put on sunscreen. But sometimes I don't put on sunscreen on my arms and my chest every single day. And I realize that I've been outside for hours gardening or, you know, whatever. And I should have put sunscreen on, so always good to have. So with those new purchases, I am counting 3 of those products against my no buy. The Kate Somerville full-size face wash, the Origins face wash, and the Buffet serum from The Ordinary. Those 3 items are going to go against my Low Buy bank. So 3 products times 2 points. Penalty, that's 6 credits. So really, I only dug myself out of the hole by a half a point this past month. So now instead of being 7 points in the hole, I'm only 6.5 points in the hole. The struggle continues. I feel like these were sensible purchases though, and I'm happy with the products that I received, and I have no doubt that I will use them in a timely manner. I'm actually getting ready to start using that serum in like the next couple days because literally the last serum that I have is almost gone. I'm not able to use the dropper at all. I just have to dump it and hold it upside down until a couple drops come out, and then I put the cap back on. Here. and then I put the cap back on because the dropper will not pick up any more liquid at all. So on its last leg. All right, I've been talking for 30 minutes. I need to stop. Okay guys, that is it for this low buy update and May empties. How did you do? How's your low buy going? Are you still with the low buy? Have you given up? Let me know. The stress of this quarantine and all of our lives changing like this has, I know, caused some people to cave and to start shopping again. I'm not blaming you. I'm not judging you, but I know it's been hard for a lot of you. I'm kind of shocked that I've done as well as I have. I didn't see this coming, and I know a lot of you didn't either. I was a makeup shopping junkie, and I miss it. I miss the idea of a box not coming to the house. I miss the idea of not being able to open up new makeup and swatch new makeup, but the truth is I have so much makeup, and I've had so much makeup for a long time, but it's finally sunken in just a little bit for me to understand that I really cannot buy anything more of anything because it's gonna be buried with me if I don't stop buying makeup. The makeup I'm buying is going to outlive me, and that's just too sad for me to keep buying makeup. All right guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi guys, it's Paula, and I hope you are doing well. This video is going to be my May empties and the low buy update for my low buy. Why would I say that twice? So this is in the shade 5A, matches medium ash brown shades.
Mom,
yes?
this slime makes anything.
No way.
It's a makeup ball. It bounces.
No way. That's so cool.
I'm a bitey slime.
It's sometimes hard to sniff out the sniffs